Hi, good afternoon. My name is Sabrina, and today we'll present you a macroeconomic analysis of England, focusing on data from 2003 and 2023. Here's a quick overview of what I'm be covering today. First, general information about England, then employment and unemployment trends, inflation, GDP data, GDP per capita, and finally my conclusions. General information about England. England is located in the southern part of United Kingdom, Europe, with the capital is London. It has around 56 million people, and the official language is English, of course. The country uses the British pound and follows a constitutional monarchy with a parliament. So it's a parliamentary democracy. Currently, the head of state is King Charles III, and the prime minister is Sir Starmer. Let's talk a little bit about employment and unemployment. You can see here great numbers after the recent global crisis. This happened because England promoted flexible and part-time job opportunities that were supported by low interest rates that encouraged more investments. Companies were hiring, and most jobs today are skilled roles. To the stronger education system and focus on technology and innovation. Of course, there are exceptions like the sectors like hospitality, retail, and food service. Today, English labor force is about 28 million people with 75% employment rate among people aged 16-64. About inflation. England has generally been stable, inflation between 2 and 3%. Of course, there were exceptions, but I can talk here in this work. But what pushed the inflation was like energy prices and supply chain issues. Those affected a lot inflation in England. In 2022, inflation reached 11%. So to control inflation, the Bank of England adjusts the interest rate, use tools like selling government bonds to reduce money supply and reduce demand. And this is the way that England controlled the inflation. About GDP, we saw a decline after the Brexit referendum, falling about 2-3%. Despite that, the overall trend has been stable and growing gradually over time. I can talk about pandemic here, but it was an important moment. After that, DBT returned to its previous path. About the GDP per capita, since 1950, the GDP per capita grew by 275%, but growth has slowed since 2007. In 2024, it reached around 37,000 pounds, slightly higher than 2023. Regards to economic growth, England's economy has shown a slow but steady recovery after the pandemic. Growth was 1.1% in 2024, more than 2023. Interestingly, GDP per capita dropped in 2022 because population growth outpaced economic growth. So, conclusion. England is a very stable economy. Inflation, unemployment, and the GDP don't fluctuate much, except during the major global crisis. This makes analysis a bit harder because there aren't dramatic changes. And when we look at the United Kingdom as a whole, it's clear that England drives the economy. So we could say, like metaphorically, that England is the UK because of the influence. So overall, England remains strong and resilient even in challenging times. Thank you very much.